Well, will you do it for us? Will you say the word about?
About.
Oh.
Are you faking?
Nah, I listen to too much American television. Do you want me to say it properly? House? House.
I didn't. Do they say hoose?
No, okay. Let me tell you what that's about. There's about on the East Coast. That's where everyone sounds more Irish, and that's where everyone's all talking about the trawler and the fish, and they're going out. See, how you going there, boy? Oh yeah, that's it. Eh? Going to Newfoundland there.
Yeah.
Hey? They sound like the stereotypical Canadians, but that's not me.
Which is obviously a cousin of my homeland, Wisconsin. Everybody talks like the Fargo people. People thought Fargo. Well, I remember when Fargo came out, people don't talk like that. That's a little over the top. It's like, no fucking way, dude. Because now you're watching Making of a Murderer in Manitowoc, and it's like, yeah, at that particular time,
you gotta get them out.
Notice that the murder weapon was in place there, and.
Is that a RAV4? Yeah. You got
that's a
'99 Toyota, yeah.
RAV4
'99, yeah. You looking at the plates there, yeah? No, I'm not looking at the vehicle.
That was insane.
Nuts.
Fuck you guys. We're conscious of your spoilers, but it's like.
But also, it's a real thing in the world, so you can.
What is?
Happened?
Oh.
It happened, and it's been in the news and stuff. So you can't really spoil a thing.
I'm interested now. The reason I love those documentary series is because you get to watch the whole thing, and then you get to do the whole second wave of because everyone starts talking about how that's not accurate, and then you get to like read all the extra shit. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun when people go to prison for their like the West Memphis thing. It's like this is like a genre of entertainment for us. Is like miscarriage of justice stories that we never paid attention to in real life, and I'm just reading like it's a novella.
Second screen experience.
And then there's like I was at the CNN on TV at the airport, and I was seeing the chyrons that it's like, oh yeah, Netflix, like this thing is so popular, and of course people are petitioning and saying like change this thing. I'm trying to not do any spoilers, and it's like nothing's gonna change. No one cares that you watched the Netflix show. like they were aware of the stakes at the time that this shit was happening. And not that I disapprove of that. I mean, I think it's great that when you're watching something like that, I think that. Yeah, whatever. What am I fucking talking? Go stick your head up your ass, Harvey.
You're talking about a good show.
I'm talking about the. I'm talking about
Sorry for interrupting.
No. I wanted to get back to that character. At that point in time, we had noticed that the blood was coming out of a decapitated head, and so we decided at that particular time to go and investigate behind the barn. And what did you see behind the barn, Corporal Langerhanger? We saw the rest of the body, and there was blood all over the place. And yeah, it's like a relative. There's none of that is real from the thing. There's no decapitated. There's no blood. It's like a Norwegian thing, right? Like how does that accent work?
I think it's like a British Isles actually thing that kind of diluted, and then it got really. It's a poor people accent actually. No, really. If you guys want to talk about what divides people, it's not everyone's like, oh, race this, race that, or regions this. No, it's just rich and poor people. And back in the day, it was all Irish
Canada.
people.
Oh, Canada.
For us, it was the Ukrainians. Everyone shat on the Ukrainians, and they were like, "Oh, you smell like cabbage." But the Irish, for the longest time, were like the shitty people, and they had the poor people accent, and that was the ghettoized language that was floating around. So that's where a lot of it comes from.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that accents are they're genealogical. They definitely for sure Wisconsin for sure.
Oh yeah.
The most effect on Wisconsin's accent it has to do with the earliest settlers to that area coming through the north and coming down.
Oh yeah, down the south there.
But they were coming from I believe it's when you hear it and you compare it to like Norwegian accents and stuff. It's it has something to do with that. I don't fucking know.
Sure.
I don't know, but I have opinions, and I'm like shouting yours down. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Because you're like, it's just when you're poor. Well, when you're poor, you don't just decide to elongate your O's. I can't afford to talk cool.
No,
That's from now on. That's a boat.
your dad's too poor to go to the country club, and then you just all sit around talking about lumber, and then
You can't.
let's go fishing then, all right?
I can't afford the letter U.
Yeah.
I sold it. I sold it for a boot.
We traded it in for rye down at the store, eh?